What is the biggest challenge for spiritual people? HKM or religiosity. You see, the biggest challenge before we come to Krishna consciousness or after we come to Krishna consciousness. Before we come to Krishna consciousness, the challenge is how to overcome the influence of Maya. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Daivi hesha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya. To overcome the influence of the three modes of material nature, Sattoguna, Rajoguna and Tamoguna, is impossible in this material world. So, if you have spiritual inclinations, if you want to follow spiritual life, if you want to know what is the purpose of the human form of life, who is God, what is death, who am I, what is my identity, what is the purpose of my existence, if you want to know the answer to all these questions, that's called spiritual life, that's called Brahma Jijnasa. So now, if you want the answers to this Brahma Jijnasa, as long as you are under the influence of the three modes of material nature, it's impossible to get the right answer to these things. So, only when you come in touch with the pure devotee, you will be able to realize these things. Most of us, we are Indians, we all were Hindus, right from our childhood, our parents have been taking us to temples, we know about the Bhagavad Gita, we know about Mahabharata, we know about Ramayana, all these things we are aware. It's not that we are totally ignorant of all these things, right? But until we came in touch with Prabhupada's books, how did we see Krishna? We saw Krishna is also one of the devatas, like Shiva is there, Ganesha is there, Shani is there. Like that, Krishna is also there. Only after coming to Prabhupada, we understood that, oh, Krishna's position is different. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, until and unless we come to the shelter of a pure devotee like Prabhupada, it is not possible to overcome the influence of the three modes of material nature and to understand the truth. So, the biggest challenge is how to identify and how to achieve the shelter of a pure devotee. Because in this material world, there are so many so-called sadhus, so many spiritualists. They all dress like sadhus in one particular way. They will all be very renounced. And they will all talk from Bhagavad Gita and speak all kinds of philosophy. So who is genuine? Who is the right person who can open my eyes, darkened by ignorance? Om ajnana timirandasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai shri gurave namaha. Who is that guru who can light the lamp of knowledge in my heart? So, in the midst of all this, very, very tough to find out the real pure devotee. To come in touch with Prabhupada, not easy. So, that is why Chaitanya Charitamrita states, Brahmanda Brahmate kona bhagyavan jeev Guru Krishna prasade pai bhakti lata bija. By some great fortune, a very rare soul gets an opportunity to get the blessings of Guru. And by the blessings of Guru, he gets the blessings of Krishna. Meaning, we get the shelter of Guru, and by the shelter of Guru, we get the shelter of Krishna. So, the biggest challenge is to find the right person, the bona fide spiritual master coming in the guru-paramparā. So, to find such a spiritual master, very tough, not easy. So, this is the biggest challenge for a person who has spiritual aspirations. Now, once you come into Krishna consciousness, what is the biggest challenge? The greatest danger once you become a devotee, once you take up Krishna consciousness is Vaishnava aparadha. There are many, many things. There are problems of puja, pratishtha, labha, jiva hinsa, kutinati. These are all the weeds. When we chant Hare Krishna, when we honor Krishna Prasadam, when we read Prabhupada's books, what are we doing? We are watering the Bhakti Lata, the creeper of devotional service, which has been planted in our heart by our Guru, Śrīla Prabhupāda. So our Guru Maharaj, Śrīla Prabhupāda, has planted the Bhakti Lata bija in our heart. And we start following that by daily chanting, following sadhana, reading Prabhupada's books, doing service in the temple, etc., etc. So what happens when we do this? The Bhakti Lata starts growing. We are pouring water to that bhakti lata, and we are taking care of the bhakti lata, giving manure so that the lata, the creeper grows. Now when this creeper grows, like any mali, any gardener, when he takes care of a plant, he not only has to water and give manure to the plant, he also has to weed out unwanted plants. When you pour water, when you put manure, unwanted plants will also start growing. Not just the main plant which you are watering and you are taking care of. Now, if you don't remove those weeds at the right time, what will happen? The weeds will grow bigger than the bhakti lata, and they will choke the bhakti lata. They will choke the creeper of bhakti in our heart. So what are these weeds? Weeds are kutinati, jiva himsa, giving trouble to other living entities. Kutinati means diplomacy, telling devotees something in the front, behind their back, doing something else. This is called diplomacy, manipulating other devotees, somehow exploiting other devotees. This is all kutinati. Then puja pratishtha labha. We pick up a little chanting, we pick up a little reading, we are able to quote a few slokas. Somebody will come and tell, oh, you are quoting such nice slokas, you are really good. And what happens? We get puffed up. Oh, see, I'm a really big devotee. Puja. We want people to respect us. This devotee, he doesn't respect me. He's a bhakta. Yesterday he's come. What does he think of himself? He doesn't know how to respect, honor senior devotees. This kind of expectation of respect is called puja. And pratishtha, I should be known as a big devotee. We go for book distribution. Everybody should know that I am the number one. And in front of everybody, my name will be announced. Of course, there is a place for all that. But that should not become the driving factor for us. We recognize somebody who does good service for Prabhupada, we recognize. But on the side of the devotee, he should not be doing the service for that recognition. He should be doing it for the pleasure of Guru Maharaj, Śrīla Prabhupāda. You understand? So when you serve the spiritual master nicely, automatically recognition will come. You cannot say no to the recognition. But that should not start feeding our false ego. So puja, pratishtha, labha, some personal profit. If I come to this Krishna consciousness movement, I will gain something personally like this. I will use all my contacts of the devotees in the temple. By this, I will be able to get some material gain. So these are all weeds, unwanted weeds which can choke up our creeper of devotional service, bhakti lata. So out of all these weeds and impediments to the progress of bhakti, the biggest and most dangerous thing is Vaishnava aparadha, which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu likened to a mad elephant, Hathi Matha. So if you have a nice garden, rose garden, some flower garden, marigold and all that you have grown, beautiful flowers, different colors, how many, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you have done hard work, built up that whole garden, beautiful garden, everybody comes and appreciates. And one fine day, one man brings one mad elephant and lets it loose in your garden. What will happen? Your garden finished. Tahas-nahas kar dega. The wild elephant, the mad elephant will trample upon everything and destroy the whole garden. Similarly, if we commit a Vaishnava aparadha, and out of Vaishnava aparadha, the most serious Vaishnava aparadha is the guru-paramparā, offenses against the lotus feet of the spiritual master, Śrīla Prabhupāda. If we commit an offense against the lotus feet of Śrīla Prabhupāda, it is an offense against the holy name itself. If you commit some sinful activity, you can take shelter of the Shastric scriptures. You can do Purascharya, you can do Prayaschitta, and you can become free from that. If you commit an offense against the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then you have to take shelter of the holy name of Krishna. Now, if you commit an offense against the pure devotee of Krishna, that is an offense against the holy name itself. Then there is no recourse. There is no way you can become free from that offense. So, Guru Aparadha is considered the third offense to the holy name. What is that? To disobey the orders of the spiritual master and to consider him as an ordinary person. So if we disobey the orders of Prabhupada, then we are committing an offense against the holy name. Then we cannot progress spiritually. Then we are letting loose the mad elephant of Vaishnava Parada against our Bhakti Lata, the creeper of devotional service. What will happen? It will get uprooted, it will get trampled, it will get finished. So the most dangerous thing within Krishna consciousness is we should avoid doing any offenses against Vaishnavas, Vaishnava Parada. Out of that also Guru Aparadha, offense against the pure devotee spiritual master Śrīla Prabhupāda is the greatest Vaishnava Aparadha. This is what we have to be careful about. Okay.